You know, a lot of chatter, a lot of concern. If you all remember, a year ago, the SEO industry took a pretty big triple hit. We don't need to dive into all the details, but we had AI overviews, we had the Reddit IPO, and then, interestingly, we had an algorithm update that seemed to favor Reddit, right? So, big changes. That said, a lot of us service providers aren't seeing the negative forecast that some might expect. So here's why. It is true that with the death, more or less, of the affiliate space, there just aren't a lot of solopreneurs able to afford serious engagements like Jolly SEO requires, and a lot of bigger agencies do. And even medium, small, bigger businesses such as enterprise that are disillusioned or just no longer require SEO as a primary channel are divesting into meta ads, social influencers, private deals like we all heard about site reputation abuse. The list goes on. That said, as an agency, we have about 70 clients right now, and we've had around that number for years. And with the trend seems to be that our current and former clients are returning or doubling or increasing spend on SEO as a channel. And why is that? That's because these people know what is working. They're already near their goals in the SERPs. They see new goals that are achievable, and they're increasing their spend on SEO. Doesn't mean they're not using other channels, just means they're not divesting, like some of the players we just mentioned. Now, there's other players that have never worked with us, but we are seeing strong inbound demand from them because they have been burnt by other providers. So there's service providers that are using outdated practices that no longer look like they will serve their clients in 2025 and beyond. Each algorithm update gets their client in increasingly hot water, and so rather than continue in decline, even if they are in decline, but they can explain it away with these less than current practices, we will see clients shift and come to us. And even those in plateau are better, right? They're very understandable. They will look for new areas to invest in, and they will come to us. So I'm not here saying definitely going to be a banner year. I'm also not here saying I think it's going to be a terrible year. There are always external factors. However, I don't see the market as a really risky place right now. I typically see that the bigger factors in an agency's outlook are almost always internal. So for me, running Jolly SEO, this year will be a pivot away from business as usual in a couple of ways. So one, we're going to invest in CapEx versus OpEx. Of course, like any company that's been around almost a decade, we do have a tech stack, but we're really going to focus on improving this year. So yes, the hype cycle is still alive and well, but AI agents are real, and we have several really promising projects in development right now. As of recording on January 11th, at the very least, many more automations internally that will replace menial tasks. And the big thing here is not the direct cost of the OpEx, it's the opportunity cost. It's that this kind of soon-to-be outdated way of operating is highly error-prone. We're just people, we make mistakes. Yeah, machines break, but we'll know when they're breaking. And while this may seem ironic, the second thing we're going to do is upskill our talent, focus on that even more than ever. And it is true that we will be using our updated tech stack to replace certain menial tasks of certain lower skilled talent, or maybe even replace a couple entirely. So I understand the dynamics there. However, the talent that we have is exceptional. We've been with them for years, and we love working with them, and we hope the feeling is mutual. By all accounts, seems that way. So the individuals who want to upskill, and we know who they are, especially with regards to working with our increasingly complex tech stack. These are the people that are going to have our support in the form of increased investment in their education, whether through DIY courses or a formal program that's whatever format works best for them. Personal workshops I give in the company. They can interface with or be fly on the wall in our developer sessions and more. We're just looking for more opportunities to support the development of the talent who really is excited about 2025 and moving forward together. This is a time to develop new best practices internally that bolster our delivery of our service of best practices in the SEO industry as a whole. Well, that is a perfect segue into we need to double down on quality control, on our unique value proposition. We do something here that of all the known link building agencies that exist, nobody else actually does what we do. We don't do paid link building. We just earn it the hard way. That said, we're not perfect. We make mistakes, and we have learned this lesson the hard way. When you grow, you can sacrifice quality of service. And unfortunately, about 3.5 years ago, we got into a situation where instead of generating this referral flywheel, we took a brand reputation hit because we failed several clients in a row. And so we've learned not just the fact that we need to do right by what we say is our value proposition. Selfishly, when we do serve our clients well, we're being custodians of our brand. We pride ourselves in this brand that we represent, Jolly SEO. And that needs to look like not short-term thinking. We're not building new tech updates so that we can save a little bit of money each month and distribute it to us owners. That's not the goal here. The goal is to increase our investment on quality controls. And in doing so, the agency will have an increasingly healthier outlook. Just a longer-term play. And finally, a longer-term play here, we need to double our brand marketing budget. This is a little different than in the past. Our primary channels in the past have been referrals, soliciting, and also just benefiting from unsolicited referrals from the clients who we've served well. And we also do direct outreach. Some of you on LinkedIn may have been reached out to me directly offering what we offer. And that's all well and good. We've dabbled a bit in brand marketing. We do sponsor some newsletters. We engage in communities. I do personally. Traffic Think Tank, the SEO community, Dynamite Circle, these kind of places, Facebook SEO Signals Lab, our own community. This year we're really going to focus on podcast sponsorships, newsletter sponsorships, conference sponsorships, and what else? I don't know. But we really do have a unique value proposition compared to, I haven't seen of the well-known link building providers anyone who has that specific value proposition of no paid link building. So what we need to do now, since inbound demand is strong and growing over time for us, is just help more people become aware of what we offer. And I believe that will result in sustainable growth. So 2025 is certainly not the easiest of years for SEOs in general. There are whole sectors that are not working with us anymore. And while that's sad, I do believe that, again, although there are external factors at play, it's really on us to make sure that we are providing what the market wants. And I hope this message reaches you and resonates. And if you're a service provider like us, best wishes for your success this year. And if you're an interested client, I hope that you'll stay tuned, reach out if of interest, ask us anything because we're an open book here and we're looking forward to being in touch later this year. Bye.